Hi there folks, Darren here from Critical Hit. It's that time of day, it is time for In Other News. And we've got 3 juicy stories to talk about. 2 of which are rumors, 1 of which is concrete. Now the first one is, we might finally have a title for the next Batman game. Story number 2 for the day is a whole bunch of Diablo news. And story number 3 is, The Outer Worlds, the reviews have finally dropped. Moving on to the first story for the day. Riddle me this, riddle me that. When am I getting a damn game starring that bat? Now it feels like it's been forever since Batman Arkham Knight wrapped up in 2015. We know Warner Brothers Montreal have been working on a game for quite a while now. There's been a ton of rumors circulating. The primary rumor is that it will star the Court of Owls. It's not the Court of Al Pacinos, as much as that makes me sad. That would be so freaking awesome. What it is a villainous organization. And if you're not familiar with this shadowy cabal, the Court of Owls is basically the 1%ers who run Gotham City from behind the shadows. They, elitist snobs. They wear cool little helmets, that says, hey, I'm better than you, I'm a member of the Court of Owls. Plus, I have an army of killer assassins at my beck and call. What are you going to do about that? Anyway, there have been some teasers in the past. Back in September, Warner Brothers Montreal, they posted some cryptic stuff, showcasing a bunch of Court of Owls symbols being highlighted on a building during the Batman Day celebrations. And now, according to another leak that we've seen, well, that next Batman game, it might be called Batman Arkham Legacy. And it's going to star the entire Bat family, apparently. Now, this is some groundbreaking stuff. We've actually had a chance to play as several members of Batman's family in the past. If I remember correctly, Batman Arkham City allowed you to play as Robin. And then in Batman Arkham Knight, you could play several missions as Robin. You could tag team with Batman. You could play as Robin, you could play as Nightwing. There was a Batgirl DLC that starred her in her own solo adventure. And we also got a chance to play as Azrael in some of the challenge maps. Now, if you look at recent comics, specifically Detective Comics, that Batman family cast, it has expanded. It includes the Spoiler, it includes the Orphan, it includes Batwoman, it even includes Clayface. And I'm just pretty excited. I just need a new Batman game in my life. In case you can't tell, I'm a bit of a Batman fan. I mean, if I turn this camera around, you see a whole bunch of Batman toys. It's crazy. I have an addiction. I need this stroked. So what I'm saying is, thanks to games like Batman Arkham Knight and Batman Arkham City, the infrastructure, the architecture, it is there, it is waiting to be used. There is a benchmark. We have played as these other characters before, but how we can incorporate the entire Bat family over an entire journey, over an entire adventure throughout Gotham City, that's what I want to see. I've made no bones about it. I am a huge fan of Warner Brothers Montreal's previous stab at Batman, which was the delightful Arkham Origins. If you haven't played it, it's honestly one of the best Batman games. I will say that Batman Arkham Knight is the ultimate Batman game, but in terms of story, in terms of the entire package, for some reason Arkham Origins is my absolute favorite. It's got story, it's got heart, it's got fantastic character design. It may not have Kevin Conroy as Batman, but Roger Craig Smith is a damn good Dark Knight in my opinion. Moving on from there, we have Blizzard back in the news again, this time for a good reason after all those Hong Kong protests. Now, if you flash back to 2018 as BlizzCon, we're all looking forward to a new Diablo 4, even though Blizzard has told us expressively that that's not going to happen. But they announced a new Diablo game, which was Diablo Immortal, which was developed in conjunction with Tencent. It's not out yet, mind you, but the fans, they were not happy, my dudes, especially with some of the, shall we say, discourse that occurred throughout the panels that weekend. So, Blizzard's not having a good year right now, thanks to the heavy hand of China creating a PR nightmare for the developer in the wake of several demonstrations calling for Hong Kong to return to its more independent roots from the mainland authority. Amidst all that backlash, the annual BlizzCon event still looms large for the company, and with less than a month to go, they'll be looking to divert attention back to their games. They will need some heavyweight announcements as well, because, as I said, after the whole aforementioned BlizzCon 2018, it saw the entire community recoil in disgust. Now here's where things get very interesting. Industry insider Metro, who has broken plenty of Blizzard news before, lots of BlizzCon news as well, he reckons that Diablo 4 will be officially revealed next month, alongside a completely remastered version of the classic Diablo 2. Now those leaks also line up with reports from Kotaku last year, whose own sources declared that Diablo 4 had been in development for years and was due for a reveal at the infamous BlizzCon 2018 before delays scuppered their plan, and the show instead started with a look at Diablo Immortal, a reveal that gave birth to the infamous "you guys all have phones, right?" moment that didn't exactly go down very well with fans. The Diablo 2 announcement, it is new stuff, although it's not entirely unexpected, and if the success of World of Warcraft Classic is any indicator, there's still plenty of gold to be mined in them nostalgia hills. Alright, it's time for our last story of the day. We're talking about The Outer Worlds. It's a brand new review that we're going to be tackling. At the time that I'm recording this video, the review embargo has not yet lifted, but I have written my review. I have played the game, I've put in over 30 hours. I've had an absolute blast, and what's absolutely fantastic about it is that it's an old game at heart with a young spirit. There's no, quick adverts for DLC, it's not prompting you to buy a season pass. It's an Obsidian game through and through. It's not perfect, mind you, I will say that. There are some issues, like a little bit of that trademark Obsidian jankiness. There's a ton of loading screens, but it's a fun game. And what I love the most about it is the freedom of choice it affords you. The amount of options you have to create the character you want to be. You can be a hero, you can be a bastard. I'm just going to read out to you from my review, which has gone live by now. I scored it at 80 out of 100, by the way, which, in video game terms makes this an entirely unplayable game. That is the reality we live in. But I'm just going to read to you a little excerpt from my review so you can just get the gist of it, so you can understand what kind of a game it is. Nothing new or revolutionary, but a return to form for a genre that has lost its way. The Outer Worlds is a game about choice and consequences, a tale that feels deeply unique to anyone who plays it and wants you to come back and try other adventures so that you can see all of the multiple endings hidden deep inside of it. The Outer Worlds doesn't need to rewrite the book on what it wants to be because it's already comfortable in its own skin. It's your favorite pair of shoes, well worn and showing some sign of age, but still more than capable of taking you where you want to go. So that's The Outer Worlds. It's old at heart but young in spirit. It is a vibrant and stunning new chapter from Obsidian that doubles down on what the studio does best and throws in some surprisingly fun gameplay on top of that. So there we go, there's The Outer Worlds wrapped up for you. Will you be buying it? Will you be interested? If you're on Xbox, if you have a Game Pass subscription, you can get it on Friday. Follow your Game Pass basically for free. You can have a blast for a month. You can give Obsidian some love. You can tell me what kind of a character you want to be. I'm actually absolutely curious. I was an absolute bastard when I played this game. I betrayed so many people. I killed so many people. I set so many people up for death. I'm starting to think I'm not a nice guy at all, but that's how I play games. I don't take the goody two-shoes route. I take the absolute conniving, cunning manipulator route. That's me. And the fact is, in The Outer Worlds, I had an opportunity to play both sides against each other frequently. I always came out on top. I was a wheeling, dealing gunman. I was a gunslinger, gun for hire kind of guy. And that's special, even if it had loading screens for days. I enjoyed it. I had a good time playing The Outer Worlds. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's a fan of the old school Fallout games. Or I would say, who's a fan of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas at least. Let's not talk about Fallout 76 ever again. And there we go, that is another news for today. Just a quick little bit of news, quick brief blast of interesting stuff that's happening out in the world of gaming. In the world of entertainment, by the way, the new Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer has come out. How excited are you guys for that? I know I am, because Emperor Palpatine is back, baby! Force lightning! I love it, I can't get enough of the dark side. Until then, I'm Darren Pontes from Critical Hit. Once again, thank you to Huawei for sending us a P30 Pro to film these videos on. If you like what you see, if you like what you heard, please don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. It would be super appreciated. And you got any constructive criticism? Send it my way. You got any destructive criticism? Send it to this guy. I cannot wait to read the comments. None of them so far. I'm absolutely sad. So till then, I'm going to go cry myself to sleep. You guys, you stay awesome. And thank you for watching. Cheers.